Hey y'all, hey! It is the last day of November. We have finished up our November savings, and you know what that means. It is finally time to count up what we have saved in our Save to Sync folder. On top of that, we are also going to find out how much we saved in our Autumn Vibes and our North Pole box. Guys, I'm so excited. I have no idea how much we have saved for November. And I know even though it's going to go towards Christmas, it's going to feel really good knowing that we did this day by day, week by week. And we're not going to have to put any of our Christmas shopping on credit cards. That's amazing. So if you want to see how much we saved, stick. Hey y'all. Happy last day of November. I am so excited. More excited than normal, and I'm always pretty excited about this video to see what we accomplished in the month of November. We had some lofty goals. We had not started Christmas savings at all, and so to know that we are now essentially like what 24 days. I mean, if you really cut it down to the wire, 24 days away from Christmas itself. Shopping has to start now for me, and I am just thrilled to know that we made good choices this year, even if we're a little bit behind. So, as you know, what we're going to do is we're going to pull all of this out. We'll put our little piggy aside here. I'm going to go ahead and separate out what were minis and tinies. I'm going to keep minis and tinies together into one category so that we can figure out how much we saved just using minis and tinies alone. And then our other challenges that were in our weekly binder or our games, they will be by themselves. Ooh, we have a lot of October ones I forgot that we just didn't quite finish up. All right. So the rest of these are traditional challenges. And then, of course, we have our two binders, which we will do separately as well. And then we'll add the whole thing together. But I'd like us to see which type of savings challenge saved us what. So let's start with the one that's always the most surprising, which is the tinies and the minis. It looks like we finished for November a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 minis or tinies. Okay. And since I was diligent in writing the numbers on here, we have a good idea how much it's going to be. So 16 plus 40. Ooh, that was a big one. Plus 18 plus 24 plus 18 plus 21 plus 24 plus 30 plus 18 plus 9 plus 12 and plus 12. So y'all, on minis or tinies alone, we saved $242. So I'm going to make a note of that. Keep track of that. All right, so $242 on minis and tinies just by themselves. If that's not amazing, I don't know what is. So, yeah, just so you know, this video will just be counting up the amounts because basically all of this money is going to go towards Christmas, either the expenses of travel. We have a couple of little trips we're going to make, and of course, purchasing things that we need to bake and cook meals and things like that. But obviously, the primary amount is going to go towards gifts for family, kiddos, my hubby, me. I've already decided that what I want for Christmas is not going to probably be under the tree, but instead I want to finish building out my office, my working office where I work my day job. I want to have built-in like floor-to-ceiling bookcases to hold my ever-growing collection of books. So I asked for the funds to work on that, and then I am going to learn how to make built-in cabinets. So I've recently taken up woodworking to some degree, and I'm excited to learn how to do built-in cabinets all by myself. So it might take me a little bit longer, but maybe I'll save a few bucks and learn something new along the way. But that's what I'm going to get for Christmas. I think my husband would like to get his tattoos. He's got one tattoo he's been working on since before COVID, and then COVID hit, and he had to take a break from going in. And then life just got in the way, so it's just kind of been unfinished. And it's a pretty elaborate one, so we're gonna look at getting that finally scheduled to get completed. So those are the things my husband and I are thinking about. The boys, whatever things they're wanting, that's a different story. But okay, so $242 on minis and tinies. Shall we see how much we saved on our regular savings challenges? So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we had another mini. 242 plus 12. Don't know how that snuck in there. 254. 254 is our number. Go ahead and mark that. And put that away. Snuck in there, that little ghosty did. All right. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 completed challenges for our weekly challenge binders. Let's see how much that adds up to. All right, this one was 100. This one was 75. This one was 65. This one turned out to be 30. This one was also 75. 240, y'all. Nuts. Nutso. 65. 50. 75. 63. And, oh, that was the apocalypse. 54. Equals, oh my gosh. $892. Okay? $892 for our weekly challenges. So plus the 254, so far we are at $1,146. I knew it was going to be a good amount because we've been really pushing to save for Christmas, and Christmas is expensive, there's just no way around it. It's expensive, but I'm still always blown away. Mostly because I can honestly say that in the past, right? Not that we ever really had a hard time recently taking care of Christmas. We always overspent, and we usually put a lot of it on credit, which, you always pay for after, and then some. But that so much of our money, our month-to-month money, was probably just, I don't know, wasted on food and eating out and goofing off and doing whatever, right? So, it's still kind of shocking, even a few months into this, how much of a difference it makes when you're just being very deliberate and paying attention and taking these tiny steps. They seem like they won't add up to anything, and then wow, right? This just wow. Now, again, keep in mind, not all of this money came from November, right? Several of these challenges were started in October. So it isn't just 1 month's worth of savings, but that's the way it lands. When you finish it is when you finish it. But so far, every month, we've had a number higher than I expect. And that there isn't any other way to explain it other than we've just been deliberate and paid attention and, thought about our purchases before making them. We're not eating out anywhere near as much as we used to. We hardly ever do. And that makes a huge difference. A huge difference just eating at home. But there's not a whole lot that we are missing out on. We don't really feel like we're giving up on things. We're just paying attention, and that's made the biggest difference. And I know life isn't always that simple, and we've certainly had surprises, and I'm sure we will have more in the future, but and I want to, do even better next year than we did this year. I want to have Christmas saved by July, like a lot of budgeters do here. on, there's things I want to do better next time. I want to definitely focus hard on getting my credit, my debt paid off, my credit score up, things like that. But just the fact that we're sitting here a month before Christmas counting money that I deliberately saved so that I don't have to put any of our purchases on credit is just really nice. So if you're just getting started and you feel discouraged, feel like you're not going to get there, just know if you just keep at it, you just keep your diligence, consistency, even small amounts add up, and you won't feel like you're missing out. Like, that coffee that you don't get or that night you don't eat out isn't going to matter as much when you sit down and you realize how much it meant in the end. So, anyways, that's my little soapbox there. All right, so we are at $1,146 so far from all of the challenges that we completed in October and November. I will just say, go ahead and say October and November because we know we had several October ones in there. So let's see what else we got going, right? We said we were going to count up our Autumn Vibes binder. I have no idea how much this is, and we're going to find out together. All right. So I'm going to clear this out. I'm going to make sure this is all organized. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. So $21 so far. All right, this next section was the icons. This had some pretty big savings in it. So let's see what we got. Already messed up the calculator. Good job, Ashley. All right. Bear with me. I might speed this up. All right, let's see how much we got in this section. For just one card, really. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and 100. Isn't that crazy when it comes out even like that? 100. So far we're at 121. All right, let's see what we got for our roll of the dice. Organize this up. What do you think? What do you think it's going to be? All right. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, and 88. $88. We are up to 209. All right, for Shut the Book, TV's version of Shut the Box. Let's see what we ended up with. I know we got hit at least one time pretty good on this one. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 71, and 72. Not too bad for only 5 rounds of Shut the Box. Okay, so we are up to 281, and up last is our autumn activities with friends. Let's see. It looks like for this section we got 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, and 70. So that means for Autumn Vibes, we saved a total of $351. I'm gonna wait on adding the whole number up because it's gonna be a fun surprise after we look at North Pole Box. Let's go ahead. I will fast forward this while I organize it. Okay, with that, we wrap up the autumn box. Again, since I laminated everything, we will be able to use this next year, and that is very exciting. but I am grateful that we were able to wrap that up. Okay, and last but not least, we have our North Pole box. A for Alicia. Let's see what we've got in section 1. We have 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Okay, in section 2, lots of ones. All right. Hopefully there's not any other 5s hiding in there. Okay. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. $50. That shouldn't be right. It looks like we should have 60. Let's make sure I don't have something hiding back here. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. Huh. Well, not sure what I did wrong there. Maybe I stuck it somewhere else. We'll go ahead and just, maybe it was stuck in the other. So 50 for that section. It's probable that I put it in the wrong envelope. You'll never know with me. All right, for the third section, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65. All right, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65. All right. For our husky sleigh, we got 10, 15, 20. Oops. Try this again. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. All right, for fun in the snow, or snow fun, see what we got. $10, $20, $30, $40, $45, $50, $51, $2, $3, $4, and $5. Okay. In Reindeer Farm, we ended up with 20, 30, 40, and 50. And in our last section, our bonus game here in the back, we had our roll and save. And it looks like we got quite a bit for that. Let me organize this really quick. Oh. Might be the winner section. Let's see. For the roll and save, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 108, is that correct? That's a weird number. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, we're going to go with it. What we got is what we got. So for the North Pole box, we ended up saving a total of $448. All right, let me put this money, I'm going to fast forward and organize it here really quick so that I can put it away in the cash tray. All right, y'all, here it is. Here's our completed cash tray. This is our November savings. Now, you ready for the final number? Adding up all 4 of our categories. We got 351 for Autumn Vibes, 448 for the North Pole box, 254 from Minis and Tinies, and a whopping $892 from our weekly challenges. Again, mostly October and November, um, for a total of $1,945 saved. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I was a little bit nervous about Christmas getting here so quick. I wasn't sure. I definitely didn't want to wait till the last second to try and buy things. So the fact that we have this available to us. Now, like I said, normally we would allocate these out to different seeking funds. We might use a randomizer, but again, we have some pretty distinct needs this month with Christmas. So we will be separating out this based on our travel plans, getting the dogs boarded for those travel plans, any food or baking items, and ultimately, mostly Christmas gifts and anything that we don't need to spend for Christmas will go towards getting started in November or our 2025 off right, maybe towards our emergency fund. But I still need to do our Christmas budget based off of what we are planning to do. So, $1,945, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I hope you're having a wonderful rest of your week and getting December started off right. I am very excited to share our Christmas savings challenges with you in the coming months. So be sure to tune in for those. If you did like this video, please give it a like and a comment. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you along for this fun journey. And until I see you guys next time, which will be our Monday minis and our Tuesday tinies, which will be the first of our December savings, I hope y'all have a great rest of the weekend or whenever you're seeing this. And until I talk to you next, hang in there. Bye.